Hey everybody, what is up? It is Cass here today, and I made a realization. I haven't formally introduced you to my Conure. Yeah, you! And that's a problem. That's a problem because I've posted him in my stories and on my TikTok and on my Instagram a lot. But I haven't really spoken about him at all for any reason. I know. Isn't that some bull? Isn't that just terrible? Don't I just suck? I'm just such a bad mommy. I know. I'm such a bad mommy. I know. So I decided today was going to be that very video. We are going to talk about my sweet little Angus, who loves to dance. And we're going to say a little bit of his story, what drew me to him, because he was a purchase. He wasn't an adoption, really. Yeah, and we're going to talk about him today because he is freaking incredible. And anybody who knows me in any personal capacity knows that I've always wanted a bird. Always. But I was never in a position to actually get a bird, and I didn't feel comfortable getting a bird in my living situations. So now that I'm here in New England, have my own place, I know, baby bud. Now that I'm here, I felt comfortable, and the opportunity arose itself. And here he is, Mr. Angus. So he's very excited, obviously. He knows I'm talking about him. Yes, you do, my little baby. You know I'm talking about you. He's honking. That's his ducky sounds. You duck? Quack, quack? I know. Without further ado, we should probably talk about him before he goes a little too crazy. All right, so he's quite hormonal. He's been kind of a spicy chicken lately. Are you just talking? Are you just talking, baby? But this is Mr. Angus. He is a beautiful little green cheek conure. He is so sweet, incredible. He's a snuggly boy. He loves to dance, obviously. He is incredible, genuinely. I'm glad I waited so long to get a bird, and that is something I thought I would regret because of how amazing he is, but genuinely I'm glad I waited well over a decade to get a bird, because now that I'm in the position where I could fully care for one, love one, dedicate my time, my energy, my patience to a bird, because these are very loud animals, I feel like I got him at the right time, and he came into my life when he needed to come into my life, and he's amazing, nothing short of incredible. Right? Are you just talking to yourself over here? Yeah, are you talking? You baby boy? He's obviously got quite the personality. He loves to dance. He loves it when I sing to him. Oh, yeah? Hello. He's always been that way. For those of you that don't know, I was an operations manager with a certain pet store, and while I worked at that pet store is where I met him. He was one of the conures that we had on display for sale, and in the time that I had cared for him, we developed a bond that the other birds and I hadn't developed, that he hadn't developed with any of the other staff that was there. We just developed this really amazing bond where he would want to come out of his cage every single time he saw me. He would dance, he would run up to the front of his cage. He was the most personable little guy possible. It was insane. So the first opportunity I had, I scooped him up. I just had to. This is his cage right here behind. I'm not sure exactly what brand it is. It's a really old cage. It's quite vintage, but it was kept in really good condition. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. Highly recommend doing that for used pet supplies, because a lot of used pet supplies can be cleaned and reused. Just so you guys know. I paid maybe $30 for the cage, if that, really. It wasn't that bad at all. A lot of the toys that are currently in there was stuff that I made, like this little paper tube, something that my husband and I made together. There's a couple more in there. The other ones were just purchased. Really, these guys just want to destroy stuff. That's all they want to do. They're very destructive. It's very, very cute. But they want things that they could tear apart, that they could forage in, that they can enjoy, find food, and just be little baby menaces. He is not even a year old. He was hatched February 18th, 2024, which is the day before my birthday, funny enough. So that's another connection that I was like, oh my God, it's meant to be, in my silly spiritual little mind. But he is absolutely an amazing bird. Absolutely amazing. Right, buddy? Hello. Hello. So I'd probably worked there for about a month before bringing him home. The whole time I was just absolutely obsessed with him. I would always think about him. I would come home and talk about him. my husband would be like, you know what, you're going to end up getting that bird. I already know you're going to end up getting that bird. And when he finally came home, it was a shock. I was so amazed that he came home. And not only that, but that he's happy with me. That's really amazing. Just seeing him dance and run around his little enclosure. Yeah, and enjoy snackies. Yeah. Oh, you're such a good boy. Good boy. He is such a sweetie pie. Really, really, he is so sweet. So this little man, he eats a very, very diet. He is very spoiled. He eats a pretty similar diet to the 2 dragons that I have in the house and the rabbit that I have in the house. So I'm talking kale, collard greens, romaine lettuce, spinach, things like that are things that I keep in my house as a staple. Today was kale day, so that's nice. And that's like the staple greens that he'll get multiple times a week. The rabbit gets it daily. The dragons get it every other day. In addition to that, oh no, you're stuck in my ring, buddy. What did you do? What did you do, you silly goose? But besides his greens that pretty much everybody who eats greens gets at the same time, he also has these KT pellets that he gets fed. He just kind of has those in his cage all the time. And then he also eats saffron gold seeds, I believe it is. And those are also something that's in his cage at all times, as well as fresh water. I put a cuddle bone thing in there. He munches on it occasionally. He doesn't care too much about it, but it's there if he wants it. Yeah. He also gets a variety of fresh fruit, such as like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, things that I personally eat. He'll get banana because my dog loves banana so much. There's mango and pineapple that I have freeze-dried at the moment. And then he also has a variety of just normal bird treats, such as the little duets that I have down on the bottom of his cage. Are you such a happy man? Oh my god. Yeah, are you so happy? He has a variety of toys in his cage. Most of them are all like wooden, coconut, wicker, stuff like that. He is very, very destructive. He loves to tear stuff apart, hence the little papers that I have in there, just so he can tear something up and absolutely obliterate it and have that like a couple days of fun, and then move on to his little wood guys. What are you doing? I have made quite a few of the toys that are in this enclosure at this point. He has this little wood thing that he nips on. There's another little stackable wood thing in the back that he nips on that says baby bird. That's really cute. I made it with beads and just like treated paint stir wood. So those are fine. I know exactly where they're coming from. Always do your research. Make sure that they're not being treated with harsh chemicals and that they're safe for birds, made out of a bird-safe wood. Do your research. Use caution. There's also, like I said, a couple store-bought toys in there. His favorites are fruits. Don't know why, but I think it's absolutely adorable that I put little fruits in his cage and he just like obliterates them. That's always really fun. But then his most favorite toy in the world is this little like snuffle mat kind of thing that's in the back. It's made out of like rope and it had confetti paper in it. And he, oh my lord, I would hide treats in there and he would go absolutely crazy. Didn't you, buddy? Would you go crazy? So crazy? I know. Honestly, besides that, he's been a really easy bird to take care of. I'm not even gonna lie. When you already kind of are in that animal mindset lifestyle, animal care just kind of comes second nature. I'm not gonna suggest that everybody go out and get a bird because these are very sensitive animals. Candles, cooking supplies, certain cooking utensils, certain foods that are being cooked in your kitchen, certain cleaning products can cause respiratory issues in these animals, and it's just not recommended to use those kind of products around these animals. So if that's not something that you can sacrifice, don't get a bird, or keep the bird in a completely separate room in the house. But even that's got its issues. There's some, it's a gray area, truthfully. You don't want to just expose your bird to something that's going to be inherently toxic to them, but I mean, who can say no to that face? Like, my god. Tell me you can say no to that face. Tell me you can say no to that face. You gonna dance for them? You dance? Dance, 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 dance. So, If you want a bird, eliminate those kind of toxins out of your life first and foremost. I've never really used those kind of products, really. A lot of my cleaning products are natural just because I'm super allergic to everything, unfortunately. So a lot of those kind of things are ammonia-free anyway. And overall, I have never been someone to, like, spray aerosols or those room sprays or anything like that. So that's been a pretty easy thing for me to eliminate. But of course, use caution. There was recently an article saying that, like, the steaming bags that are used in, like, slow cookers and in ovens are also toxic because of the plastic. When it heats up, it leaches certain toxins into the air or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I will link the article below. But there's certain things like that where you do have to be extremely careful. But since those weren't even contributing factors in my life in the first place, he has been a very, very easy pet for me to take care of. Extremely easy. Cleaning enclosures is second nature to me. It was my job for a while. And I mean, when I had my first rescue and when I had my first collection, I was cleaning all the time. I didn't work a job at all, really, so all I really had to do was take care of the animals. And that was, let me tell you, I miss those days. But cleaning enclosures is not a big deal. Making sure that everybody is fed and watered is no big deal. I have my own routine for the mornings when I wake up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work, just to take care of all my little guys, make sure that they're all good. Yeah, I don't know. I guess keeping him entertained has been the hardest part just because he goes through toys so quickly. But when you're a creative person and you like making toys, it ends up being pretty easy to just replace a toy when it gets tore up. Or to refurbish it. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, you bitty boy. But besides that, obviously, he's a very well-behaved bird. He is really amazing. He is such a sweetie pie. Everybody who meets him loves him. He is so great. He is so fantastic. And like I said, he's not even a year old. He is absolutely gorgeous. Phenomenal. Right, buddy? Yeah? You talking? What you doing, baby? Hi. But besides that, his personality, he's pretty goofy. He's a very funny personality. He does kind of talk. He tries to say baby bird. He tries to say hi. He tries to mimic me when I make kissy noises and when I click at him. Yeah. Are you a happy boy? And then, of course, in the normal Conure nature, homeboy likes to scream. The fuck did you do that for, my dude? What was that about? Brother, that was insane. See, he's a goofball. So you can go back in your house. Come on, buddy. Yep, go back in your house. Come on. Thank you. You can come out if you want. Check out this guy. He's just so crazy. But besides that, I just keep saying that he's a fantastic bird, and I'm very happy that I got him at this point in my life. And if a bird is something that you are considering, do your research. Reduce or eliminate those toxins early, and just take everything with a grain of salt. Experience is one of the best ways to learn. So if you can volunteer or help out with a friend's bird collection or, XYZ, that obviously will teach you so much more than what I could tell you. A lot of my learning with him has been just by experience, truthfully. It helped that he was at the pet store that I was working at and I could take care of him and learn about him and his personality there. But we've been pretty solid ever since. He's definitely a wonderful addition to my family, and he is a genuine addition to my family. We can't see our lives without him. He's just such a goofball, right? You're such a goofball. You're such a goofball, and you're so sweet. And he loves being petted. He is so sweet. He gets all fluffy chicken status. Come on. Can you come up? Can you come up? No, you want to go down? You're crazy. You're crazy. Alright, I'm kind of just hanging out with the bird now, so I think that's probably good enough for the video. I don't have that many pointers or anything to give. These are surprisingly easy animals once you get their care really, really, really set into a routine and you eliminate the dangers in their environment. They're absolutely incredible. They are so amazing. And when I get more space, I'm definitely going to be getting another. 1000%. They have very cool color morphs and all that kind of stuff. Their genetics are absolutely so amazing. Hi! What you doing? Hi, Mr. Stinky Face. But yeah, highly recommend these guys. Highly, highly recommend these guys. But these are something that you don't impulse. You really, really, really have to do your research. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. As always, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a like, give me a comment. And if not, Angus will haunt your dreams. He will eat you, right? Gonna eat people? Gonna go chomp? Yeah, I know it. And yeah, be kind to your animals, do right by them, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and bye now.